you through some of the new varieties for 2021. We've had some quite a bit of rain over the past few days, so this is a really good test for the plants. So let's start off with the Nemesias. So first of all, we've got quite an extensive range of colours, different varieties, a lot of British bred varieties, so they've been really developed for the UK market. First series here is the Ladies, and there's 7 colours now in the series. We've had 4 new colours, and you can see the plants really hold a fantastic shape. The combinations now, these bicolours are absolutely amazing. Now the Ladies here are perfect for a 10 to 12 centimetre pot. So it's actually the lady in a 1 litre pot. Brilliant bicolours, and they've got really nice large flowers. Now look at this Lisa. This Lisa I think is going to be a real winner. It's had lots of votes from the customers coming to the open days this year. Really good strong bicolour. Let's move on to another series here. This is Sunday. Again, brilliant bicolour. This has a distinct yellowing in the variety, so great effect on these plants. Again, good form, maybe a little bit more bigger than the Ladies, so this will work really well in a 1 litre pot. I have a good example here. Actually, we put this in a much larger pot. You can see how well that's performed in a bigger pot, but lovely tidy shape. Let's go and have a look at some more varieties. Okay, Begonias. Megawatt replaces what was the Whopper. So this is a plant with real high energy. It's like a semperflorens on steroids, so it's got loads of vigour. But even looking on the dullest of days, these plants have got so much glossy foliage. Fantastic garden performer, patio plant, great for parks, for filling borders. Perfect for a 10.5 centimetre pot up to a 2 litre pot. A brilliant product that's got loads of vigour. So that's the Megawatt. In the very well known non-stop series, we now have Fire. So gorgeous colour. That really does create wow in pots at retail. One of the really exciting introductions for 2021 is Rivulette. Now Rivulette will replace the Northern Lights. This has got more vigour, it's more controlled habit. As a young plant, it has much more upright habit, so it's easy to control on the bench. Once it's planted into baskets and containers, it has a lovely semi-trailing habit, lovely form, and I think this white blush is a really outstanding plant. Naturally branched, good breaking, so very floriferous. Single and semi-double medium-sized flowers. Thumbelinas, very well known variety, double variety, early flowers, producing a plant in a very short period of time. We have in this series 3 new introductions. Firstly, Sophia, so it's beautiful blue. This replaces Maria. It's really performing a wonderful habit, lovely prototype shaped plant for future introductions. This plant was actually adorned with blue flowers a week ago, full sun. Yeah, we've had lots of wet weather, but how great it's looking even today after all that wet weather. So that's Sophia. Then another introduction here, Superstar. That's a stunning double flower, good large flowers, and it's got this beautiful pickety edge. Very stable as well. Notice that this performed exceptionally well in trials. It's really holding this pattern really well. Then finally, Darcy Rosa. Later introduction into the trials here. We've seen this in our previous trials. It's like a buzz purple, but with this beautiful double effect. Again, I think that's going to be a real wow plant for retail sales next season. Okay, Osteospermum. We've got some really exciting introductions for next season. Firstly, this is a plant that really has taken my eye. This is Sunshine Beauty. Now, Serenity Sunshine Beauty has this incredible bicolour flower with a blue eye. All the beauties in the series are a little bit more compact in habit, and the flowers sit just above the foliage compared to the other Serenity colours. Here's Another deep yellow adding to the series. You can see that these have a little bit more of a taller petiole compared to the Sunshine Beauty in the range. And then Coral Magic, and as you probably already aware, that the Magics have a flower that changes colour as the plant matures. So 3 great introductions into the Serenity series. Again, low energy plant that really takes less growing requirement, less heat, can be grown very, very cool. The 3D, we have an improved yellow. So this has a lovely large double yellow flower. Now the 3D needs a little bit more heat at the beginning of the crop, about 16 to 18 degrees, and after about 3 weeks dropping down to 14, finishing around 8 degrees to keep the plant nice and tidy. But a beautiful introduction to the 3D series. And again, as you probably always been told when you come to the open days, that flower stays open even late into the evening because it's double in the centre, it doesn't close. Verbena Showboat. This is a tremendous colour, a really rich, luxuriant red, almost a blood red colour. And what's more interesting is that it has this wonderful blue-green foliage as well, which really contrasts exceptionally well with the flower colour. Showboat, lovely branched variety for baskets, containers, and it's wonderful mildew tolerance as well, so great all-round variety and a tremendous colour range. Calibrachoas, Can Orange Punch, Blueberry Punch and Sunrise Improved. The colours coming through on these varieties are absolutely stunning. The flower size is huge and the plant branching is tremendous, filling the plant all over the canopy. Certainly the Orange Punch has been a real winner so far with visitors to the summer showcase, and despite all this wet weather, how well these do maybe compared to petunias, that these just don't seem to show as much weathering as other varieties. Let's move through to the double cans. So these have these like rose-like flowers. Orange Tastic is a very nice introduction, which sits quite nicely alongside the pink Tastic. And then we have a lovely blue improved, lovely rich colour, and the improvement on this is a little bit more refined in its shape. The flowers actually fill the canopy. They don't flower typically like most other Calibrachoas on the tips. These varieties we're all introducing, like the blue here, is flowering all through the plant, right across the canopy at all the joints, so you get a real beautiful display. Achranthemum Everest, great Marguerite, beautiful white, big bold flowers, loads of vigour. This really works well right through for the summer or the autumn frost. Strong branching, perfect for 10.5 centimetre pots all the way up to a 2 litre pot. Very easy to grow. There's a real strong market for this type of Achranthemum. On the petunias, we have some tremendous new colours on this Sky series. Now, when you consider we've had such wet weather, these have done amazingly well. Royal Sky is typical of the night sky. It sits beautifully alongside that for its vigour, its habit, and the flowering effect is absolutely wonderful. Now, remember with the Sky series, do not put a growth regulator on within 5 weeks of finishing, because that will affect the flowering effect. So hot days, cool nights increase the white effect. If we have hot days and hot nights, you'll see more the darker base colour coming through. But that's one of the exciting features of this type of plant. Another addition in the Sky series is Circus Sky. Now this is a little bit different. It's got a star effect and it's got the speckling, so it has quite an interesting combination. And again, very similar to the night sky. It has the pink colour So there's probably a more vigorous version of what already exists with a baby doll. Baby dolls are much more refined shape, much smaller plant. Let's move on to Trixie. One new introduction in the Trixie series. This is Blue Baroque. Now remember, with the Trixie series, that's one plug with 3 different plants in it. It could be a multi-species variety like this variety here, or it could be a single species variety, typically with maybe 3 Calibrachoas. But the key feature of this is it takes all the guesswork out of plant combinations and colour themes, so it makes your job easier. But when that's in the garden centre in a pot like that, that makes it very easy for the home gardener. That's one plug in a 2-litre pot, or maybe put 1 to 2 plugs in a hanging pot like this, and colour coordinating for the retail sales. Within the series, there's about 7 improvements within the series, so you have about 25-26 colour combinations to choose from in Trixie. Okay, Helichrysum and Silvio, 2 great foliage plants for next season. I really love this one. This is Silvio spreading. It's drought tolerant, so heat tolerant, drought tolerant, and it's cold tolerant as well. This one's actually coming into our Autumn Splendour range as well, because that makes a great filler plant for planting combinations alongside Helichrysum, Calocephalus, and Ajugas and different plants. So lovely foliage. It's really kept the silver colour all the way through the season, and the mounding, a much more refined type. From a distance, this looks more like the typical Helichrysum. Getting close and you see a lovely refined small foliage on this. 2 beautiful plants. I think these are going to be real winners for the autumn. Okay, now these I've actually brought out from the greenhouse. So in the Dahlias series, the Dahlietta series of dahlias, nice compact variety, great for sort of 10.5 centimetre pots up to a litre pot. You can actually grow these in jumbo packs. 4 great colour combinations here with these novelty flowers. Now this product can be finished in 7 to 8 weeks from a plug, and these really stand out at retail. So we have Nina, Else, which has got this beautiful ice effect colouring here, Demi, and Candy. Marigolds, we've got a beautiful improvement on the Marvel series. This is Marvel 2. Now Marvel 2 has got all-round improvement on the existing series of Marvel. It's bigger flower, stronger flower, better branching. So all round it's a better form with great garden tolerance as well for wet weather. So great for parks, great for pot sales, and I think for a season like this season, this is certainly a brilliant plant for putting into jumbo pots for extending that sales window. Gerbera. This gerbera is a patio gerbera. It's a volume plant. It really builds a plant very quickly. These plants will fill a 2 to 5 litre pot without any problem at all. They love that root space to grow, to give you lots of foliage. But the real beauty of these are these stunning, even this grasshopper likes this one, these beautiful large flowers. Look at the size of them. They can grow up to 16 centimetres in size.